Thank you for stopping by the Life of Sassy today and checking out my video. Today we are back in the basement as I work on my quest to clean my house from top to bottom and make it a functional house again, as well just basically organize my life and get it back on track. This video did not go as I had planned. Originally, we were going to be cleaning the room that had the wasp infestation. That is where I started. But I got distracted and ended up defrosting both of my freezers. So that's life around here. Let's go ahead and jump right in and get started.
My laundry room. It got pulled out of the L to be sorted and put beside the freezer, which didn't happen. Then when the hot water tank started leaking, it got moved in here to not get damaged. And now, I guess the plan was to move it back into the laundry room. But do we really need all of this? I do not know. Like, for example, this suitcase, I'm pretty sure the zipper has seized on it. We cannot open it. It was in our guest room. When the zipper seized, it got brought down here. Why down here and not out to garbage? I don't know. But here's the thing. My basement right now, I feel like we just need to go through and sort and just be absolutely ruthless because we have tons of stuff down here. For example, right there, yep, those are some Christmas lights. We have been in this house 7-8 years and we have never decorated for Christmas as long as we've been here. Well, we do have a couple Christmas decorations we put out, but we have never done a tree, we have never done lights. But because that is a brand new pack of lights that has never been opened, saying goodbye to them seems to be hard. Which I get, they are perfectly good. But if we're not going to use them, they need to go. And that is the issue with the basement. Whenever we get a clean area that we can put stuff in, it lands here. So it never gets cleaned up. And as long as it is not in somebody's way, it's out of sight, out of mind. So we really need to be ruthless, which always sounds good in theory before we start. But once we actually get into it, it becomes, oh, I love that jar. Oh, I forgot we had that. And next thing you know, things get put in boxes and bins and they're kept. Now, I am also avoiding this room because, yep, all the wasp corpse. But also, hang on one second, let me lower you. This here is the wall they ripped out when my basement was flooding. When they put the drywall back in, they didn't put trim on. And we discovered the wasps were coming under the wall. So to try and stop that, we put this blanket here. As you can now see, there are tons of dead wasps here. I need to pick up this blanket, but I really don't want to. It completely creeps me out. So I might see if I have gloves anywhere, and I need to pick that up. Then we need to clean up all these wasps, wash the floor. But yeah, basically I am talking to you guys so I can procrastinate and not actually clean this room, because I am so not looking forward to it. But that is not an option. It needs...
In the washing machine was a random load of clothes that I need to sort. I'm going to take those out and then I'm going to put in all of the blankets that were used to contain the wasp infestation. And then I'm going to hang up all of these clothes that will later be sorted. In the other room was all of our canning supplies and an extra mixing bowl for one of our mixers. They have just been living in the basement for a while. They are kind of gross. I'm going to go ahead and wash them up, let them drip dry, and then my plan is to go to the dollar store and get those oversized Ziploc bags that I can put these in, and then they will be stored under the stairs with the rest of our canning supplies. Here is the area where those were sitting. They're now gone. I'm going to gather up a few things that need to go out to the garbage. This suitcase won't open, and those kind of fake Swiffers fell apart during the flood but never got thrown out, so out they go. I had not planned to include this in this video because honestly I hadn't planned to do it, but as you can see, my freezer desperately needs to be defrosted. It was sold to us as a frost-free freezer. It is not. We fought with the company. In the end, they did nothing about it, so now I have to defrost this freezer probably about every 4 to 6 months, and today is the day. Here I am just emptying everything out of the freezer into coolers. Here's everything I couldn't fit in a cooler. I'm just wrapping it in a blanket. And to defrost our freezer, we fill bins with hot water and put them in the freezer and close the door. I'm just showing you I did unplug the freezer for this process. This time it only took about an hour. Here it is. You can see that all of the frost is gone. I'm going to empty the bins of water and then I'm going to dry the freezer really well using a towel, and then we'll start restocking. Here is the freezer all restocked and ready to go. This process actually went a lot quicker this time than normal. Maybe I didn't let it sit as long before I defrosted it. But now we are on to the chest freezer, which also needs to be defrosted. You can see the snow buildup. All of those meats need to move to the stand-up freezer, and then I'm just going to empty it out into cooler bags so I can defrost it. I moved the freezer into our laundry room so it will drain into the drain, put the buckets of hot water in, and here I am sorting our cooked meat bin and adding the cooked ground beef and taco meat that was in the chest freezer. The chest freezer only took about 30 minutes to defrost. It was a lot quicker than I expected. I dried it out and we moved it back into the pantry room, and now I'm just going to go ahead and restock it. Now we have a guest appearance by a family member. I'm going to be honest, at this point, my back was not very happy that we defrosted 2 freezers in one day, especially the chest freezer. I love it for the space. I hate it for the organization and the bending over. So here they are, just sorting out the chicken bin so we can put that back in the stand-up freezer. Thank you for stopping by the Life of Sassy today and checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't quite what I had planned, but those freezers needed to be done. I'm happy to have them done. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider joining my YouTube family by clicking that subscribe button down below. We will continue on this path of trying to make my house functional again, whether it's cleaning, organizing, or whatever it might be, as well as just organizing my life. Thank you for stopping by. I really do hope you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful day.